You guys, I was thinking about this earlier in the week as I looked at the programming stacked on my nightstand, in my Roku, in my cable remote, in my Apple TV. This thing that had no cultural currency at all has become what we all talk about. When you get in a group, it quickly morphs into, can Carrie do her job pregnant? Are they going to find the origin plague virus for the zombies on AMC? The table talk quickly pivots, and I'm wondering, we used to talk about movies, we used to talk about novels, and how did the idiot box morph into this golden orb of nuggety goodness?
I mean, I'll say that I think so much of this is about, you know, real strong serialized dramas that are about characters in people's lives. And, you know, for many years, I think TV was more procedural. It was, you know, medical case of the week or a law case of the week. And now it's about people's lives and how they live them. And they feel very human. And, you know, I think all of us up here develop characters that are flawed and are looking for that. And I think that's a big part of it.
And that audiences get invested in and want to stay with for a number of years versus just, you know, 2 hours, whatever. So it's 60 hours versus 2 that you get to spend with these people.
And I think also what Gina said, the ability on television to write really strong characters, to not be afraid to find those flaws, to not have to make people likable, to really examine stories in the kind of depth that you don't really get to do in features anymore. And I think as those feature opportunities dried up and people were looking towards other ways of expressing themselves, TV became something that was really significant.
Ben, just to stay broad for a minute, as this ecosystem of quality develops and we get used to big, long, interesting heaves on television full of texture and sometimes big-name directors and certainly more talent, is that a good thing for all of you guys? Because you're heading into this clutter of excellence, right? It used to belong mostly to HBO and other people would zoom in. Now you have people playing not just premium cable, paid cable, over the top, over the web. And so is it good that there's so much?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great thing. I mean, there can never be too many good movies. There can never be too many good books. Look, I think, you know, with how competitive the marketplace is right now, it's really forcing us to raise our game. I mean, you know, as the lines get blurred between features and TV, I mean, you look at the feature film business, and these studios are taking less and less creative risks. So you start to see this migration of talent come over from the feature world because it's so much more of a creatively satisfying experience to be able to stick with these characters and stick with these stories for such a long period of time and to get underneath these characters' skin in a substantial way. And I mean, I have to say, I think it's somewhat unprecedented to a certain degree. You look at someone like Matthew McConaughey, we're going through a McConaissance right now. I mean, it's really unbelievable. But I mean, I think
you can't really count his speech at the Globes and the Oscars. I think those kind of cut.
No, but I agree with you.
Yeah. But he's his own hero.
Yes. All right. You know, look, but I think that is unprecedented in terms of an actor who won the Academy Award last week who's starring as a series regular on television. That is unprecedented. And then you look at the late Philip Seymour Hoffman, too, and then you look at Adrian Brody. These are Academy Award winners in the past 10 years, and they're coming over to TV. So it's such an exciting time to be in TV.